is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bills at 500 at 6-6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Hall to start the drive. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out. I think he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Allen now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. A bold play call there on 3rd down, and they almost picked it up.
They almost got there, as you just noted. Brings up 4th and inches. And you know what I'm a big advocate of if you're going to go for it here, and I think that they should? Quarterback sneak. Pick up the first down, get a fresh set, and then go for the end zone.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Back to throw here. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend. And it's one. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Back to the ground with Hall. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 33 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. On 1st down, Allen. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. throw now on the final play.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. He'll look to throw. Caught on the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Breece Hall with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Allen.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Cook running right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the middle with Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
And here's Allen to run with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one's going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Cook up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.